Hey everyone, welcome to the Gaming X. For today's review, we'll be checking out the longest 5 minutes on the Nintendo Switch, a JRPG channeling the glory days of the SNES, but can it stand up to the golden era of this genre? Now before we jump into the review, remember to hit like, leave a comment below, or even just hit subscribe. We are so thankful for all those that have subscribed already, and we'd love to see you join us. On this channel, we actually have 3 new reviews every week across the PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. Basically, just let us spend our money so you don't have to. Now with that being said, let's jump in to today's review. So the longest 5 minutes takes a largely unique approach to its storyline in the sense that you start at the end of the game. Awakening in front of a huge demon, your flashback retracing your steps, curing your amnesia. Here is where the gameplay takes place, and hence the name itself. 5 minutes of battle against a demon, followed by retracing previous moments in your journey to reaching this point. How did you become this hero? Why are you standing in front of a gigantic demon? It's all revealed in these flashback moments. It's a simple twist on the story, and it's one I really enjoyed. So the structure of the story definitely added a unique layer to what could have easily been a retread through the classic JRPGs of the past. Now not that that's a bad thing, but I did enjoy this more unusual spin on the typical tale. It's wonderfully then supported with a cast of characters who are well written, and they entertain me throughout the journey. Now I did feel our group of heroes could have been fleshed out a bit more. I didn't always buy into their motivation for being part of this journey, but generally it's strong work and I'm confident it will keep you hooked for your playthrough. One final note is if the graphics were not a giveaway, this is a text-heavy adventure, so expect to read your way through your time with this game. Now this honestly shouldn't come as a shock to most of you however. So graphics, and I really like them. This is Zelda meets Earthbound from the SNES generation, and for me those are 2 of my favourite titles in an RPG format, so it's a really welcome design. The Switch additionally continues its trend of retina burning colours, and here they simply pop. This is what you reminisce your SNES games looking like in the past, but it's in fact not quite the truth if you dust off your old SNES. Now I still love playing my SNES in fact, and these would be closer to the Retron 5 upscaled graphics, pumped up to about 200%. What else can I really say? I mean, in summary, they are basic, yes, but beautiful to take on the go, and it suits this genre perfectly. So when it comes to gameplay, this is the standard affair you would expect. 4-way directional movement combined with turn-based combat and interacting with the locals of the world. There is the occasional environmental puzzle, but nothing that's really going to challenge anyone. The controls, they work well. They are instantly recognisable and everything that you would expect. There's not much else I can really say on the controls though, but I do have one major issue with the gameplay. Turn-based combat is just way too easy. I didn't once face a challenge in my time with the game, and it takes away from the entertainment value when you can simply walk through it. There's actually even an auto mode in the game combat which takes control completely, and I tried this on multiple occasions. It didn't fail once. Having such a large portion of the gameplay be this easy was a huge letdown. It's essentially been designed for storyline and reminiscing, with no challenge at all. When I realised this, I just felt underwhelmed, like I didn't want to actually go back, and that's a shame when clearly so much passion has been put into it. They've channeled a point in video game history which was notorious for its difficulty curve and simply removed it. I will say this now, a lot of you will be disappointed. This of course then it has knock-on effects within the game as well, especially when it comes to your equipment. A huge part of the enjoyment is upgrading and buying new weapons in these titles. But what does it matter if you win with the most basic equipment anyway? It loses its entire edge. This is a huge missed opportunity for the game, unfortunately. It controls well, but there's little really there for you to do. So finally, audio, and after the incredible music contained in my recent review for Darkside Detectives, it's great to see another Switch title absolutely own the music department. The music constantly develops with the storyline, action set pieces get the blood pumping, but I will say the real winner here is in the more somber moments. When graphics are this low in detail, the music must convey the emotion. That's why we all love those older Final Fantasy soundtracks of the past. They had just so much responsibility, and here they haven't just succeeded, they've absolutely excelled. The music is sweeping, it's beautiful, and it will really get the emotions going alongside the storyline. Sound effects are really minimal here, but when the music was this good, I was just happy to sit back and enjoy my time in the world. So with that being said, as I go into this final verdict, it's a really tough one for me. I loved reminiscing about my history with the SNES, it felt like home going into this title. And then there's the music, which is absolutely incredible. But it's the turn-based combat that broke everything for me. Once I realised I could simply walk through the game with no challenge, it just left a sour taste in my mouth I just couldn't remove. The first half of the game, prior to this realisation, I loved, but once that major flaw came out, I couldn't quite get comfortably back into it. For me, the lack of challenge is just too glaring an issue to give this a full recommendation. If you're willing to sacrifice challenge and go into this purely for story and music, you will have a great time, but you'll miss that sense of accomplishment that normally accompanies the JRPG genre. The Gaming X awards the longest 5 minutes a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen today, remember to hit subscribe and join us for reviews and news every week. We'll see you on the next Gaming X.